Hi fam bam, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your girl Mhizz Betty, and today we're going to talk about how to make nursing school easier. In this video, I would share 6 tips plus 1 bonus point of how I have made nursing school easier for myself. I have been doing this, as I said before, for 3 years, and it hasn't been easy. I've had to learn through lessons and learn through pain, but I am going to be giving you these 6 tips. I would like you to stick and stay and enjoy the bonus points in the end. Trust me, it's something that you would really need if you're going through this nursing journey. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you throughout the video.
I smile every single time that you come my way.
So tip number 1 on how to make nursing school easier, you would have to be organized. You would need a nursing school planner. And I got this like about a year ago, and it's really been of good help. It's helped me keep up with my assignments. It's helped, me know what time to do what. And it's eliminated that whole stress of, oh, I have to do a lot. Oh, I haven't done this. Oh, I haven't done that. With this, you have your whole month planned out. Your assignments for the week, it has your tests, your quiz dates, it has your other things to do, so you can factor in your leisures. You can factor in some of the stuff that you want to do to pass time, or blow off some of the steam. It helps you be on top of your labs or your simulations, because you definitely have labs that week. You definitely have assignments. You'd have group study. It helps you plan every single thing, and you can put everything down so you don't miss one thing. You don't miss either your simulations, or you don't miss an assignment or anything. So being organized and getting a nursing school planner is great. Get one. Number 2 is time management. You'd have to be very good when it comes to managing your time. Even if you're not good with it, use your planner as a guide. You can go as specific as writing the times that you're going to be doing whatever that you're going to be doing, and what time that you're going to be ending. If you'd want to be that specific, please make sure you do that, because if you don't really have that skill of managing your time, you'll be pressed when it comes to exam dates, because you would realize you've spent a lot of time doing other things when you were supposed to be doing maybe prep use, or you're supposed to be doing your Kaplan, or maybe supposed to be doing your assignments, or some kind of extra credits, or anything of that sort. Or probably maybe you forgot to read your text, because we all do. Sometimes we do not bother to read our text. But if you have proper time management skills, you can allocate specific times for every single thing, so you don't get overwhelmed at the end of the day. 3 is limit your stressors as much as possible. If you have external stress in your life, I'm not going to judge nobody. If you have any other external thing causing you stress, please, the stress of nursing school is more than enough to bear. Make sure you limit or eliminate the external stressors, because it's going to mess up with your mental health in the course of the semester. Some programs, or some courses are very, very stressful, so much so that your attention and all your focus is going to be on that and that alone. And you learning it and not getting it, you solving questions and that was the right answer, but you getting it wrong just even stresses you out more than nothing. I can begin to describe the stress that comes with it, but it is really stressful. And if you'd want to go through nursing school, please make sure you eliminate most of the external stresses that you have. 4, figure out how you're going to be paying your fees even before you start the semester. It's more stressful when you're going through your semester, and then you get a message or like an email from your bursar saying you haven't paid for your fees, or you haven't paid your bills, or you haven't paid. It's too much to deal with. So if you're going to be going through nursing school and you're going to be paying out of pocket already, you have a plan lined out that you're going to be following. If you have scholarships, work on those scholarships and make sure that they're already intact. It's much better than doing back and forth with your scholarship providers. If you're getting financial aid from the government, maybe FAFSA, that is your plan. Make sure you've already done whatever you're supposed to do. You've already done your needful. It's much better to fix everything in before than getting into the semester where you are pressed for time, and maybe if you have work, and that is now when you're going to be going to the FAFSA office and back and forth. It's a lot of work, and it stresses you more. It increases your stresses. So please and please and please, again, figure out how you're going to be paying for nursing school before you start your actual program. 5 is have a network of nursing student friends. These people know exactly what you're going through. It doesn't matter if they're good at handling stress better than you do, but they're in the same boat and they know what you're going through. They're writing the same exams as you. If some are like, ahead of you, that's even better, because they will tell you, what lies ahead. They could give you your syllabus, or, for the next semester, they could, share their books with you. They could share question resources with you. They could share test banks. You guys could talk about, how much school is stressing you guys. They could help you, academically if something arises or if need be. So nursing student friends are so good to have. It makes me remember one time when I was in cardiac class and we had an exam due. It was on cancer, and this was my second time taking this oncology class, and it hadn't been easy the very first time, so I wasn't expecting it to be easy the second as well. But I was bent on making it through the class, because if you can't make it through the class, that's it, you're failing. But I was lucky. I had a friend in NYU. I called her, I chatted her up, and I was like, hey sis, this is what I'm facing. I'm going through oncology for this semester, and I don't know what's gonna come in the exam. I don't know what to write. And she was like, okay, hold up. She sent me a couple of stuff. I read through, and funny enough, the stuff that she gave me was like, it was like the antidote for my anxiety. I saw some of the questions, that I posed from the resource that she sent me. I saw most of them on my exam, and it really did help me. So having nursing school friends is everything. If you have them, they're going to help you big time. They're going to carry you through the journey. Trust me. The last point is take a break if it's necessary. When you really do need it, please do take a break. Nursing school is stressful, and you can really get burnt out. It's so fast. You can get burnt out so fast. It happens just like this. Going through assignments, the next 2 seconds you're doing prep use, the next 3 seconds you're trying to remember some medications that you learned from somewhere, the next, week your professor is posting your grades. You thought you would do well, you didn't do well. Your next exam comes in like the next week, and everything is off balance. You just need that time to de-stress. You just need that time. For me personally, I do K-drama. K-drama helps me out. I just push away my books for like a day, probably. Sometimes it depends on how I'm feeling, mentally, and then inwardly. I just take that amount of time off, so I get my mind out of that zone of I feel pressured, I need to do this, I need to do that. After I'm done, after I rewired myself mentally, after I feel like I am good up here, I come back to my books. I've re-strategized and everything, and I come back to my books and face this thing called nursing school. So please, being burnt out is a thing in nursing school. Burnout is a thing. Even if you're a nurse, burning out is something that you're going to be facing. They all talk about it. So please do make sure you take your time to de-stress if you're in nursing school. It really helps you a lot. My bonus tip for you guys is, in as much as you need your nursing school planner, you also need some of these things that I'm going to mention. Number one, you need a whiteboard. You need a board that you can physically write on. You need, something to scribble on. If you're not a whiteboard person, you need to get those loose leaves, that you can fit into your binder and just write through. If you don't get that, please get a whiteboard and whiteboard markers. You're going to be needing that. The other resource that you would use is studying resources, something that has mnemonics to help with, memorization of certain things that you really need to memorize. And then, something that has Q banks, something that, explains concepts in a way that your professors are not going to be, explaining it. And then with me, one of the main things that I use that really helps me is Nursing.com. Nursing.com is a platform that helps nursing students, helps pre-nursing students, helps people who have already gone through nursing school and they're preparing for their NCLEX. It gives you, not just, the lectures. It doesn't give you just the practical alone. It gives you flashcards. It has cheat sheets. It has questions, multiple questions that you're going to be, using, that's going to help you understand and then remember and deliver on testing. So if you need that extra help and that extra boost in terms of, study resources of some of the things that I just mentioned, check the link in my description. I would leave a link down for nursing.com so you can check it out. Do make sure that you check them out. It's much stressful to, go through nursing school with just the book. Sometimes you would need that extra help, and with me, Nursing.com does it. I have tried tons and tons and tons of studying resources, and I've found that they really didn't help me in as much as they thought they could. It's either they didn't help or it's either they were too expensive. But I found out that Nursing.com was like right in the middle. It's not too expensive, it's not too cheap. They give you, more value for what you actually do pay for the resource, and it covers almost everything. And good thing is they do have a lot of books on there as well. It's not just, just one specific way or how other people do it. They do the research by the book. They make sure it's NCLEX style. They make sure they give you what you're supposed to be getting. So if you really do need that extra boost, please do make sure you check nursing.com in my description below. Trust me, you wouldn't regret it. I've used them so far and I have not regretted it just once. I just hope you go through your nursing program with success. I just hope these tips that I've actually shared with you would go a long way to help you, through your nursing journey. If you are not starting, I wish you all the best. I just hope and I pray that you go through it smoothly without any bumps in the road. Nursing school can be stressful, but I know you're tough and you can actually do this. If you're a struggling nursing student, I'd say keep on keeping on, keep the fire going. You know why you're doing this. You started this with a reason. You're definitely going to make it. So please do make sure you keep the fire going. Do not slack. This is not the time to slack off. You need to get your fire moving. If you're somebody who just graduated nursing school, I'd say congratulations. The road wasn't easy, but you made it out. It's been a beautiful journey. I know what you've been through, but anyways, I'm hoping that you write your NCLEX and then you pass and you become one of the life-changing RNs and life-changing nurses that we have out there. I'm so glad that you've watched up to this point. Thank you so much for sticking and staying with me. I am and would always be your girl, Mhizz Betty. Thank you so much. Do make sure you share this video also to somebody who really needs it. It will really help if you share this video to somebody else. It will help the algorithm, help me, and then help somebody else as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking and staying. I will see you in another video. Peace out.
I need you to know that you're the only one. And all my friends that say you make my brain done. The best time.